Imagine being just 14 years old, faced with a life or death decision that would test your faith to the core. Most of us can't even begin to picture it. But for Vivian Uchechi Ogu, that unimaginable moment became her ultimate test. And it's a story that's left the world in awe. Vivian was just a regular teenager from Benin City, Nigeria. Born on April 1st, 1995, she was known for being bright, joyful, and deeply devoted to her Catholic faith. She had this contagious energy that made everyone around her feel uplifted. But what truly set her apart wasn't just her faith, it was her unwavering commitment to living it out no matter the cost. And that cost was everything. On November 15th, 2009, Vivian's life took a horrifying turn. Armed men broke into her family home and chaos erupted. In that moment, fear gripped everyone. The intruders were brutal, demanding money and valuables. But it wasn't just theft they were after. When one of the men attempted to violate her, Vivian's response stunned them. She resisted, she fought back, and she made it clear that her purity, her dignity, was not something she would surrender. Let that sink in for a second. A 14-year-old standing up to armed criminals, refusing to give in to fear or violence. She didn't just say no. She defended her faith and her dignity with everything she had. And the price she paid for that courage? Her life. They shot her. News of Vivian's death sent shockwaves through her community and beyond. How could someone so young have such unwavering conviction? The more people heard about what happened, the more her story became a symbol of fearless faith. She wasn't just a victim, she was a martyr. But here's the thing, Vivian's legacy didn't end that day. In the years that followed, people couldn't forget her courage, the way she chose her faith over fear, the way she stood up for what was right, even when it cost her everything. Her story spread like wildfire, and soon the Catholic Church took notice. On October 7, 2023, the Vatican officially declared Vivian Uchechi Ogu a servant of God, the first step towards sainthood. Think about that. This young girl from Nigeria, whose life was tragically cut short, is now on the path to being recognized as a saint. That's how powerful her story is. It's not just about tragedy, it's about triumph. It's about holding on to your beliefs even when the world tries to take them away. People are still talking about her today, and for good reason. Vivian reminds us that courage doesn't always come from age or experience. Sometimes it's just a fire inside you that refuses to be put out, no matter how fierce the storm. Her story challenges us to ask ourselves, what would we stand for if everything was on the line? Would we have that kind of courage? Vivian didn't just teach us about faith, she showed us what it means to live it. As her cause for canonization moves forward, Catholics around the world, and particularly in Nigeria, are looking to her as a modern example of purity, bravery, and sacrifice. She may have been young, just 14 years old, but her impact, unbelievably profound. Vivian Uchechi Ogu's story is one that will continue to inspire countless people, not just because of how she died, but because of how she lived. So next time you're faced with a tough choice or feel like giving up, think of Vivian. Think of that unbreakable spirit and that fearless heart. And remember, sometimes the greatest acts of faith come from the most unexpected places. Vivian's journey to sainthood has only just begun, and we're here to follow it every step of the way.
Onye ọbụla soro mụ kelee Chineke. Ndị mozi na-eche. Onye ọbụla soro mụ kelee Chineke. Ndị mozi na-eche. Onye ọbụla soro mụ kelee Diwe. Ndị mozi na-eche. Onye ọbụla soro